2 years of touring, playing together, and casually working on new music, you know, we really gelled. We kind of established more of a sound, I think, and you know, I think the comfortableness in our playing kind of shows on the record.
We had a new song that was different from the album, the one we had previously recorded, and we'd played it for about a year, and it was very different than anything we had done before, much looser.
Usually in live situations, I'll try to stick to what I wrote pretty closely, but every now and then I'll try and deviate from that and try and improvise some more.
What I wanted to bring to this new album was just a much more certain moments of very improvised sounds and tones instead of so, you know, strictly locked in. I wanted to start fresh in the studio instead of coming in there with strict ideas.
One of the great things about this group is that all three of us have a hand in writing separate pieces of music that we show to each other and kind of build off of. And one great example is the song Stab Wounds, which our drummer Matt sent me just a small segment, like 30 seconds, that was just insanity on drums.
Matt and Dan, I feel like both are very good at coming up with very parts that flow very well, but are very precise.
Do one more
It's basically the same one as the second one. The second one is ba 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 ba. This one is ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Walter will come in and have a bunch of kind of sporadic saxophone lines that are, you know, super linear and and wild, and they're always great. And I kind of have, you know, the task of kind of writing a rhythmic idea underneath it, and then we can kind of arrange it from there.
For the most part, a lot of times what we would do is we would send each other files and just write to those parts and try to, you know, construct them into songs. But there was one session that we had where we basically just wrote one song like in the same room, and that was Hysteria.
One song, From the Earth to the Moon, really shows our love for the krautrock music, and you know, just bringing all sorts of, you know, different weird sounds together, and really creating interesting textures. We recorded the record at Legitimate Business in Greensboro, North Carolina, with our friend, talented engineer Kris Hilbert. And Kris was really on board with what we were trying to do, what we were trying to capture, and he's got the perfect space for it. He's got a big room where we're able to track separately or play together, as we did for certain parts.
It was nice to have that other side to kind of, you know, let me know, you know, when to stop going too far and trying to be too, like, precise.
Out of all the people I've ever recorded with, I think Kris was the most fun.
Creating really interesting counterplay between bass, saxophone, as well as flute, and then, you know, xylophone, bells, interesting instruments that we could all kind of bring together to create, you know, kind of a large cacophony of sound was kind of, you know, a big focus.